Hello, hello, hi, hi, folks. Welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, and I help folks create a side income using social media. Welcome, welcome. Hey, can you guys see me okay? I feel like it's like delaying. No, I think we're okay. All right. So I have an interesting live for you tonight. I was talking to a friend, and it was a via text back and forth, and it made me think of something. Hey, I feel like I'm in slow motion. Are you like if somebody's here, let me know. I would love to know if I'm stuck in slow motion or not. So, speaking to a friend, and a thought came to me. I had a breakthrough, if you would, and I thought to myself, I said, you know what? Um, there is a word that is so underutilized in our everyday worlds. And I feel like this is a word that we can really use as a focal point, not only as a focal point for our goals and our dreams, if you would, but really a focal point for a way of life. And it's one of those words that you probably don't think about it a whole lot. And when I'll bring it up, you'll see what I mean. But I got some definitions that I want to run by you. Um, so the word I'm talking about, hold on. I really feel like it's okay. Let me see if I can do this and it's better. Is that better? I feel like that's better. Yeah, that's better, right? You can still see me, right? Okay, that's I think that feels better. All right. So the word I'm referring to is regardless. Regardless. Think about it. Think about how powerful this word can be. All right. The term regardless emerged in the 1590s. Okay. It actually it's two components, right? You got regard and you got less, which is odd, right? Because usually the words that end up in less are usually, hmm, you know, powerless, senseless, effortless. So there's some good ones too. Like, for example, regardless. Now, get this regard actually has no Greek root. Isn't that strange? So, regard has no Greek root. Most of the words come from the Greek. Well, not this one. It's actually got a French root. Regard, this word has roots in the Old French, regarder, which means to take notice of. To take notice of. The French term itself is a blend of re and guard. Now, re is probably an intense prefix, and garder meaning look or heed. So, derived from a Germanic language. So it doesn't have any roots with the Greek. It's got French and German in there. Now, less, the suffix less. Whoever's here, drop a comment in the comments. Let me know if you can hear me, see me, because I changed the setting. I feel like I was in slow motion, but am I good? Who's here? Throw some love, babies. Come on now. Less. signifies lacking or cannot be. It comes from the Old English word lease, which means free from or derived of, meaning and description of regardless would be this way: describes a set state of being indifferent or not heeding. When someone is regardless, they pay little attention to consequences, expenses, or other factors. An elliptical usage of regardless emerged around 1872, signifying without regard to consequences, expenses, etc. All right. Now, like I said, it doesn't have any Greek root to it. Now, regardless basically is an attitude of indifference, okay? Paying little heed to outcomes or costs. It's a versatile word that reflects our ability to act without being overly concerned about the consequences. Now, hold on your horses. You may say, wait a minute, Sean. Whoa, that doesn't sound very good. What do you mean? I got to just act like I don't care about the results. I don't care about the ending. I don't care about the consequences, the costs, the expenses. Yeah. Let me share with you why this is such a powerful word. So, you've overcome certain, let's say, hurdles in your life. Some have been, a bump. Some have been a real good bump, right? I mean, give you a little shock. So you've overcome some stuff regardless of what was happening around you. Wasn't that powerful? That you were able to get to this point regardless of all the stuff. Let's say you get to the top. Let's say you're working your way to the top, like you and I. We are working our ways to the top, and we are working with all we got. And we do it, in the cracks of our lives. We do it here and there. We do it regardless of what other people think, regardless of what other people say. We do things regardless of people thinking, saying, all this stuff they say, regardless of people pulling us back, regardless of people not supporting us, regardless of people laughing at us. You and I still keep going, regardless. Powerful, powerful word. But I got more for you. Because this is a word that I want you to really think about when you do your things throughout the day. Okay. So you battle things, you battle life regardless, right? You do things regardless. Okay. Now, here's the other side of it, right? And I want you to really focus on this side as well. Yeah, you're thinking of yourself, you're going to the top, you're doing whatever you can. Yes, got it. Hear this out. Would you give a helping hand regardless of you getting anything out of it? Would you help somebody out regardless of them being able to return the favor? Would you text somebody, maybe, hey, I was thinking about you. Hey, I'm kind of sorry about the other night. Hey, I hope you're doing okay. Regardless of whether or not the other person responds or even wants to hear from you in your head. Would you be kind to somebody regardless of them not being kind to you? Would you do stuff? Would you do stuff during the day, during the night, regardless of immediate pay? Would you tell the person you're with you love them, you care about them, you think about them, regardless of the argument, of the fight? I think it's one of those words that we don't really pay a whole lot of attention to, do we? Or maybe just we pay attention to one side of it, right? Hey, I'm going to do this regardless, right? Regardless, with or without you. Well, I don't know. That could be said in a different way, right? But there's power in the word regardless. When you think about it, it's an attitude of indifference. Indifference. You do it because it's the right thing to do based on your MPVs, your morals, your MVPs, your morals, your values, your principles. You do it because it checks all the boxes in your criteria, not because somebody can give you the return, or not because, hey, you're thinking, okay, well, you know what? A couple months down the road, I can call this person and I can ask him for a return favor. Or you know what? I'm going to ask him for something, and they're just going to be like put on the spot. They're going to feel bad, so they're going to. That's not good. That doesn't. The regardless doesn't apply there. Regardless means you're doing it because there is absolutely possibility of no return. None. Ever. Zero. Zilch. It's actually more possible for no return than a return. So you do it regardless. You send that text regardless. You tell that person you love them regardless. You stay up regardless. You do the work regardless. You apologize regardless. You take a step forward regardless. You help out a person regardless. Kind of repeating that, right? It's a powerful word. And if you build a concept around it, you can also, at the end, I'll wrap it up with this. You can say, hey, listen, regardless of what goes on, regardless of this, regardless of that, my MVPs are solid, and they're not going to be shaken, regardless of the situation, regardless of the person. They're just not going to be shaken because I'm very particular in how I picked and chose them. And I'm pretty confident that I've done okay. Now, I may adjust them, tweak them here and there, but that's about it, folks. Right? So, regardless, pay attention not only to your words, but your actions, or think about what the action should be regardless of the other person's reaction. I may do another live on this. There's a snake story that I just absolutely love. I think I may have told it a couple times over the 4 or 5 years. But so regardless, it's a powerful word, powerful concept, and I hope that you use it and you stay focused on it. With that, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value from this. I appreciate you guys. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Let this feed grow. And if you feel like this is worthy of sharing, sharing is caring. And then with that, I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, and I help folks just like you to create a side income using social media. Signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.